Today's subscription spot, we are having a look at the Koala Crate Kid Activity Subscription Box. Rainy day got you down and you can't go outside and play and you want something to do? Koala Crate's the subscription box for you. Inside this box is a series of different activities and fun things that kids can do every single month. Before we open it up, gotta say the box is very cool. It does look like a crate, nice gold color. It says, warning, choking hazard, small parts not for children under 3 years of age. To subscribe to the Koala Crate, you can go to www.koalacrate.com. Without further ado, let's open up the Koala Crate and find out what we got inside. First things first, we have ourselves a book that says, a little pamphlet here, that says transportation. Imagine, if you will, transportation. And inside, we got the traffic jam. One day, Kellen the koala, Peter the parrot, Ella the alligator were playing with toy cars in the living room. Ella had a yellow truck, Peter had a blue sports car, Kellen had an orange bus. Beep beep, said Kellen as he drove past the firehouse. Vroom vroom, Peter's sports car zoomed right through the crossing. Sorry, Kellen, I was on my way to meet Ella, said Peter. It's okay, just be more careful next time, said Kellen. Peter continued on his way. Honk honk, Ella's truck came flying down the same side of the street as Peter's sports car. Oh, sorry, Peter. Oh my, so sorry, Peter. You were late and I went to look for you, said Ella. It's okay, Ella. It was an accident, said Peter. Peter realized they wouldn't get anywhere if they kept crashing. He thought about how his mom and dad drive. I think we need to make some rules, he said. So Peter laid down some tape at the crossing and down the middle of the street. From now on, we have to stop and look both ways at the crossing, said Peter. Good idea, said Kellen. Also, the cars have to drive on this side of the road, Peter added. Perfect, said Ella. With the new traffic rules, Kellen, Peter, and Ella kept playing cars without any crashes. It also teaches kids to stop, watch, and go. Traffic lights at the top. Red light roars, stop, stop, stop. In the middle, hear a shout, yellow bellows, better watch out, because we know when it gets yellow, you shouldn't be crossing anymore. At the bottom, way down low, you have green light, cheers, go, go, go. Also, you've got a section that says, that's silly. What silly things do you see? Well, I mean, above and beyond the alligator that's driving the car, or actually it does say dinosaur. If that's his custom license plate, then maybe that's a dinosaur. We've got a monkey sitting in the back of a fruit truck. It looks like there's a family driving with a birthday cake on the top. There's a lot of silly things in this. There's some ducks. One duck is flying an airplane with the other ducks flying behind it. I wonder if they're carrying his luggage. You lazy bum, carry your own luggage. We've got a candle at the side instead of a street light. The other street light is also replaced with a shower head. There's a girl paddling a banana with a spoon and fork. Go banana! And finally, I see there's a guy at the top of an inflatable rubber ducky. Hidden pictures. Can you find the objects hidden in this scene? There's a tie, a cookie, a bee, a pie, a dime, a drinking straw, a lime, and a saw. I'm gonna just kind of hold the camera right there. We're just gonna hold the picture. I'll see if you guys can find all the things that are in this picture. If you can, let me know down below. Let me know what you guys were able to find of these items. Next, we have the silliest cars. What are the silliest cars you can think of? Draw them here. Here they come. Truck driver, tractor driver, train driver 2. Honk honk, woo woo woo. How many T's can you find? How many things can you find that start with the T sound? How many things can you find that start with the T sound? The T makes the, you guessed it, Jacob, T. That's the sound of a T. For example, that tank of Tiger Oil, that starts with T, which is also the sound of a T. Next we have the Kart Maze. Who will win the race? Use your finger to follow the paths to see who finishes first, second, and third of these cars up at the top here. And again, I'll just kind of, might be a little harder with having your finger up to the computer screen, but there's the maze right there. And also, search for cars. Dale loves all kinds of cars. How many can you find in his room? How many different cars can you find in his room? I'll give you a hint. Not all of them are little cars. Some of them are actually larger things as well. That's a pretty big hint. And finally, the big blue bus. Everyone rides the big blue bus. Where will it take us today? Wherever we go, whatever we do, we're sure to have fun on the way. I like poems that just kind of, like a song. Finally on the back there. And we also have a section for a little pamphlet for transportation, for the grown-up assistant instructions and inspiration. There's some crafts that we can do. How to make a rolling ramp. Oh, so you can actually, oh, okay. We'll kind of keep this to the side. We're going to reference that in a second, because some of the other things that we got inside as well are some bricks and some tape. Now, if you remember, if we're looking at the picture here, what do we got here? Oh, I guess maybe, oh, here's the tape here. City streets. And we just read the story about how to make streets safe. Or, of course, when you're playing on the street, how to make it safe. Imaginary streets, of course. Don't be playing on the real streets. Whatever you guys do, don't be playing on the real streets. But you can use the tape indicated here, and you can make the street signs on the wooden blocks, and you can also use the tape to tape off your very own play street. And we'll just put that right there. We also have ourselves a wooden truck. It's nice to see wooden things again. You always see stuff that's plastic and metal and stuff like that, but it's nice to see that somebody would have made a little wooden truck. This section doesn't lift, but it does have a section that I could store some of the bricks. So I can take some of the wooden blocks and I can store them in the back of the truck, and it moves quite easily, so I can roll it along. Of course, making sure that I'm abiding by the taped off street lines. Very cool. What else do we have in here? Got some stickers. Oh, no, they're not actually stickers. They're little cardboard. These you're going to pop out. And according to the instructions, use the sticky foam to attach the street signs to the wooden blocks. So you're going to take these and attach them to the wooden blocks to make your own city or street. And of course, you want to make sure that you're following the signs carefully. So this is a school zone. So if you're driving your wooden truck, and you're driving along, very slowly, of course, making sure you're looking both ways. When you get to a school section, make sure you're looking out for kids. Kids walking across the street, you want to be making sure that you can see them. There's also a stop sign. Of course, we know what stop means. That means stop. That means you want to stop. And if there's other cars that have come up to the same intersection as you, you want to make sure that you're giving proper right-of-way. You also have a traffic light, which we've looked at, red, yellow, and green, which we know what that means by now. Green is go. Yellow means slow down, because it's about to be red. And of course, when it's red, that means you can't go. And then also, we've got some other street signs. One way, and then there's also an arrow turning to the right. We also have a ramp. And there's the characters that we were reading up on in the story. You can take the ramp, and there's a couple of different elevations. But you're going to take the ramp, and this plugs right into the top there. And you've got yourself a little ramp. You also have some material, which, let's look at the instructions. Parent, let's look at the instructions. Step by step, pour water onto the tray. Roll the truck in water. So you're going to take the truck, vroom, vroom, vroom. You're going to run it into the tray. And I think there's a tray actually in here. There is. There is. You get a little plastic tray. You're going to fill it with water. We're going to have to just imagine right now, guys. Use your imagination. We're going to imagine that we've used some water. You're going to take the truck, roll the truck in the water like you see here. And then we're going to take this material, and it says roll the truck. Here's the material right here. It says roll the truck onto the magic paper to make the tire tracks. Watch the image fade as it dries and paint again. So that's kind of cool. So when you run it over, the dark lines from the tires will show up on this magic paper. You also have a paintbrush. Use the paintbrush to paint letters or a picture. Try using toy cars from home. Do the tire tracks look different? So if you have little die-cast cars, you could try that on the magic paper as well. See if it looks a little bit different than the tires on the wooden truck. A fun activity. And certainly, as you can see, today's theme was transportation. We were getting from point A to point B safely, which is always important. If you guys want a solution to maybe those days when you can't go out and play with your friends, you want to do fun activities around the house, Koala Crate is the subscription box for you. Today's subscription box, we're having a look at Koala Crate Child Activity Subscription Box. Stay tuned, guys. Spot's going to have other subscription boxes heading your way as we have a look at other items that can come to your house every single month. Thanks for watching. See you next time.